something we've got to clock in with spiritually for 2025, 2026, and kind of some changes that are happening to practices, practitioners, just the magic, the energy, the space that we create. We're going to be asked to get a lot more human in the next couple years with our practices. For me, when I was introduced to spirituality, it was like spiritual wisdom and like things that were different than what we would consider normal, quote unquote, normal human life. But the next several years, it's like the next couple years, but then like for the next probably like 10 years, 10 or 11 years, is a while. We're gonna really be asked, really be asked to sit with our practices throughout every single facet of our human life. Which if you've been practicing for a long time, you probably already do that. So congrats, there's just gonna be an elevation in it probably. And if you're someone who is maybe like newer or fresher or you're still like learning how to integrate the spiritual practices into everything that you're doing within your human life, the next couple of years are offering us an opportunity to integrate spiritual wisdom into being a human. And also, on top of that, looking at our humanity as a spiritual practice. There is spiritual wisdom in being human. Why do you think people talk about ancestral practices so much? Hello, humanness. To be a human is a spiritual thing. To be a spirit as a human is to be a spirit as a human is a human thing? Yeah, yep, that one. I had to think about it. And the transits that are really like helping this or like supporting it, Saturn moves into Aries, Neptune moves into Aries. That's the primal beginning, and primalness has to do with our primal instincts, our animalistic instincts. So that's like bringing order spiritually to our primal instincts and learning spiritually from the primal instincts, which honestly I'm really excited about. It's going to be a very specific kind of wisdom that we don't normally have a lot of access to. And because Pluto's going to be in Aquarius, this is another one of the supporting transits that's going on with us. So good. Because Pluto's going to be in Aquarius, that's the primordial. That's like our binding and our secrets. Pluto's like secrets, right? Dude, how do those filters always accidentally get turned on? Oh, not always. It's happened twice. I don't know how that happened. Anyways, back to normal, whatever that is, without the filter. Oops. The primordial and the primal are intrinsic to one another. So all of the secrets of Pluto, all of the secret magic, all of the undiscovered secret only for you treasures of magic that you're practicing. Pluto in Aquarius, clock it, lock it, put it in the pocket. We're going to walk it because then Saturn in Aries and Neptune in Aries says, hey, here's a bunch of order and lessons about being a human. So they go together. And then Uranus, which is one of the rulers of Aquarius. Okay. Saturn's the other ruler of Aquarius. So they go together. But then Uranus is going to be moving into Gemini. So it's going to be real chatty. It's going to be a yapping in our ears. Yap. About all this stuff that I just talked about, the primalness, the humanness, and the spiritual wisdom. Because of that, and oh, so good. The South Node is in Virgo, which literally has to do with how our body and the earth communicates. Both Gemini and Virgo ruled by Mercury. The primal wisdoms, the primordial wisdoms for the next two and a half, maybe 3 if we push it, okay, years. Lots of secrets nobody else is going to know about being a human. If you really integrate those practices, there's going to be a lot of secrets behind your eyes that nobody can spy about. They're only for you. Speaking of humanness, if you've watched all the way through, thank you for just accepting the fact that I am sweaty after the gym. Cool. Plus I got to run out in the sun, That was good. That was a thank you, sun. The vultures were flying. Thank you, the vultures. So good. Anyways, not to get too into that. It was great. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up your brew. Keep doing what you need to do. Let the shift of humanity, humanness in the spiritual spaces and places embraces, Let that kind of start to sink in, because over 2025, it's going to be a different kind of ride. It's going to be a different drive with that premonition, protection, direction, introspection, integration. There's a lot of different words that you could use for that learning. But anyways, I'll leave it there and I'll talk to you soon.